Since the middle of last century, farmers have been pushed away from the mixed, diversified farm, small farms, not very profitable, in the direction of larger specialized farms in milk, cereals, meat, and so on. They have been pushed by market forces, but also by policies. And it was a way to replicate what worked well in industry, size and specialization, economies of scale. But there are two limitations for farmers. The first one is that they are playing with nature, and nature doesn't work with monoculture and so on. Nature is working very differently. So there is a collision between the environment and the way we do modern farming. And the second limitation is that even large farms today are very small players relative to their suppliers or their buyers, the buyers of their products. So they have no price power. And what we have seen is that their margin has been constantly eroded by price of input rising faster than the price of their output. So their productivity gains were transferred to other sectors and did not remain in the farming sector. So we have a system that is close to a collapse, with lots of farms going out of business, or farms that are stuck in this never-ending rush for size and specialization. Agroecology means, from an economic point of view, first of all, the removal of many entrants. You emancipate the farmer from the cost of chemicals and pesticides and everything. That's good for their margin. Secondly, what is also good for their margin is that agroecology is pushing towards diversification of productions and towards more value-added products, less intermediate industrial products, but more products that go to the final clients. So this is not only good for their margin, but it also removes the exposure of the farmer from the fluctuation of the world prices, both on inputs and on products. And so in terms of long-term margin and risk management, you have the benefits of diversification and the removal of the exposure to world prices. There is no world price for cheese or yogurt. So if you go down the road to the final products, you can emancipate the farmer from the world prices fluctuation, which is a significant problem for them. I mean, farmers or farming production requires four factors: manpower, capital, ground, and energy. And in the current system, the CAP and national policies subsidize capital, energy, and land, and we tax manpower. So we should not be surprised that we have maximized the labor productivity at the cost of the rest. So if we want people, if we want farmers to work and to be profitable, we should do the reverse and basically subsidize manpower, not tax manpower, at least compensate for the tax, for the levies on labor. And secondly, we should really support them for creating public goods, in maintaining the biodiversity, in maintaining the quality of their soil and water and so on. Water preservation is extremely important. So this requires work. It's not paid by the market, and it should be paid by the taxpayer.